we can get there.
We're live. What up? Medicine Man and the Voice of Reason, episode 31. We're here. Got Lootinit the Lion.
Yes.
The
Live
Medicine
and
Man,
direct.
of course.
Yes.
What's happening, guys?
Not much.
It's all love.
Hell yeah.
It's not been a slow week. Just been been doing a little bit of music making, and went down to Louisiana and DJ 2 nights ago.
Is that what y'all were going to base church for?
Yeah.
Somebody told me y'all went to base church?
Yeah,
That's what's up, man. How'd that go?
It was alright. It wasn't super packed, but it was definitely a good step into that whole industry.
I didn't know that was still I didn't know. I heard about base church years ago. I didn't know if that was still going or not.
Yeah, bass church has been a thing since the late 90s.
Yeah.
Damn.
It's like the culmination of underground music in New Orleans.
A couple decades out there.
Yeah.
Man, we just had the most fucked up hardware difficulties. They weren't really difficulties.
Lieutenant just forgot to plug it in.
Like, we didn't plug the mic in.
High shit.
Yeah.
High shit, man. Shit happens.
We got S2 in here. Can we hear you, S2? We can't hear you. Damn. You sound crazy now. Anyways.
If these walls could talk, we
yeah.
would hear S2.
Unfortunately, we haven't gotten that far.
Yeah, I was thinking, like, damn, wireless mics would be tight, though.
Also, big ups to them Saints.
Right? I was thinking we need to bring that shit
and
up,
we're going to the
dude.
Super Bowl.
Who are they playing?
I don't remember. Let me see who they're playing.
The Rams, right?
Eagles, that's my favorite team. Just, gonna throw that out there. So, yeah.
I heard it was a really good
Congrats,
match.
man. Congrats. Eagles been my boys since 89.
I think right now the Patriots are going to play the Chiefs in the AFC Championship.
The NFL Conference
Rams and
Championship.
Saints.
Rams Saints.
Okay.
So it could be the Rams and the Patriots, or the Rams in Kansas City, or the Saints
and Pats.
Patriots or Saints.
Okay, see.
It'd be crazy if it were the Saints in Kansas City, though, because I'd never imagine that
Matchup.
that matchup in a Super
Everybody
Bowl.
gets a year.
That's real.
For real, though. For real.
Yeah,
It would just be nice for the Saints to go so that everybody can stop saying that they're a one-hit wonder.
Even the Browns got
And if
some
they
good
go, they
wins
gonna win
this year.
man, 'cause
They
the
didn't
Saints,
make the
they
playoffs.
always fall through, bro. They good finishers. I give them that.
They're terrible starters.
Yeah.
Just like that last game, they were down 2 touchdowns until the third quarter.
Yeah, they good finishers, though, man. Like, you got to have fatigue with the Saints because they can go the distance.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, but it's gonna be interesting to see that play out because especially down here in Mississippi, everybody's getting super into it because we have sports betting now. People are getting stupid into football down here because people are like driving from Alabama and shit to come sports bet.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
it's in
start
the
betting
casino
on
now,
fights
bro.
more.
Yeah, I feel like I know when you bet on like games that are played with balls, you can bet on like the spread
Yeah.
and shit like that.
The bookie.
But I don't know how you bet on UFC matches.
Well, on UFC
It's pretty
matches,
much the same.
Well,
usually it's way simpler for UFC.
Well, it's usually I think you can bet if they win or not, or how many rounds they take.
Right.
Yeah, there's different bets you
Pretty
can
much.
make. Typically, you just bet on if they win or not, and the way it goes is like there's a favorite and the underdog.
If they go all rounds and shit like that.
Yeah, if you bet on the favorite, and let's say the odds are like plus 450 to minus 550, which is a pretty big underdog, plus 450. So like if you bet on him, you bet $100 on him for every $100 you bet, you could win like $450. If you're betting on the favorite though, that means for like every $500 that you bet, you could win like half that, like
Right.
250 for every
Right.
500. I don't remember exactly how it works. I'd have to look it up.
Because the odds already in his favor.
Yeah,
Right.
exactly. I'm super good with making calls on fights. So I called Amanda Nunes. I almost made a bet on John Jones and Alex Gustafson, but I'm glad that I didn't, though.
Would have lost that shit, huh?
Yeah, I would have lost for sure, man. Alex Gustafson just wasn't. He didn't do like I thought he would. But anyways.
I haven't been really into fights and shit, man.
Yeah.
Not lately. Like,
lately I've been noticing everything about it just because of the podcast.
Right.
Straight Jab.
Right.
Adrian Broner and Manny Pacquiao are fighting soon. That's supposed to be a big boxing match. If you like boxing, I'm not really into it.
I'm
but
still super butthurt. Chuck Liddell got knocked the fuck out.
yeah, he got fucking
Knocked
slept.
the fuck out.
Tito Ortiz doesn't knock people out like that either.
No, Chuck Liddell just getting old.
Yeah.
About time to fucking turn it up, huh? Turn it in.
Dude, he's
It had
almost
been
50.
time for him to done turn that shit
The
up.
UFC wouldn't take that fight. They were like, no, dude,
You all are old.
we're not doing this. Like, this is inhumane, you know? So they had to do it through Golden Boy, Oscar De La Hoya's promotion. They had a whole card, man, undercard and all that. I didn't know anybody on the undercard, though.
Jesus.
Yeah.
But what's been going on with Lootinit the Line here recently?
Yeah, you got some
Went out to
new
Cali.
vibes coming out, right?
Yeah, I do have new vibes coming, and
Yeah.
like I said, I'm gonna need your assistance, bro, cause I
Yeah.
want this shit to be cool.
Yo,
Yeah, just got back from Cali, bro. Me and my chick went out and she treated your boy well out there, man.
that's good.
Hell
At the
yeah.
Venice Beach. You know,
Have you ever been out there
That's what's
before?
This was my first trip.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
it's a completely different world out there.
Yeah, it's very magnetic,
Yeah,
and
it is.
I'm pretty I'm very attracted to it now.
Yeah.
I have plans of being in there and out of there pretty often now, bro. It was a sight to see. I should have seen it a lot sooner, but I'm grateful.
Hell yeah.
Yeah,
Have you been
man.
to Cali before?
I used to be in California every month for about 3 years.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah.
That's what's up. I was born out there. I lived there for like the first 2 years of my life, but
My uncle used to live in
that doesn't really count.
Burbank,
Okay.
which is Hollywood.
Yeah.
He was a stunt double for a bunch of really famous people.
Hell yeah.
He's back here now and owns a bunch of houses.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Raised
what's
that-
up.
Went out there and ran it up.
He came back here to raise kids.
Mm-hmm.
You don't want to raise
Right.
kids in Los Angeles.
I can believe that, bro.
Yeah,
He
you'd be
turned into little
surprised, a lot
shitheads.
of
Yeah,
people do that.
the whole Los Angeles is a movie scene. Like,
Yeah, man. There's, Los Angeles is almost like kind of artificial in a way.
It
yeah,
is.
it is artificial, bro. It's like
Also, expect if you go into Burbank, that whole fucking town, you have to to drive in Burbank, you have to check. There's a website my uncle told me one time of which roads are going to be closed off
Right,
and
for-
which way
for
you should go
movie
to work
shootings
because they're
and
going to be
shit.
having a bunch of shit shut down for shooting movies.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like there's a bunch of banks in Burbank that were specifically built for bank robbing scenes and shit
Right.
like that.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
yeah. Burbank is an artificial town.
Yeah, you can
Yeah.
tell, bro. It's like The Sims, man. Everybody just follow suit. They know they roll like a motherfucker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like a lot of times if you're walking down Hollywood Boulevard and you see these big groups of people that are walking, they're not paying anybody any attention. You just gotta look for the dude with the camera because
Bro,
they're
I was
shooting
out
a
there
walking scene and
like
shit
I'm
like
in
that.
Grand Theft Auto on God.
Right?
It's
On some
like
Franklin
GTA
shit.
5, bro. Straight the
Yeah.
fuck up.
Man.
Yeah, it was trippy to me, man, because, I'm a country nigga.
Yeah.
I wear cowboy boots.
Yeah, the first time you go out there, it's eye opening. But
It's surreal,
the only thing I don't like about Los Angeles is everybody out there is just as manufactured.
Right.
The people are.
Right.
Yeah.
It's like they
Exactly.
have to be, though. Like, if you're going to live that lifestyle out there, you kind of have to become manufactured. That's why I wouldn't like to live in L.A., but it's a lot to offer for, the mindset we have.
If I was gonna live in
You know what I
Cali,
mean?
I'd live in San Francisco.
Yeah.
San Francisco or the north.
I honestly don't know that I would even want to live in Cali.
Right.
Like, for, on some long-term shit.
Right.
No,
Like, I
just
wouldn't
to
wanna
come
settle
up.
down.
Yeah, just to
Yeah.
come up.
I wouldn't want to settle down in Los Angeles or nothing like that.
Yeah, I always want to come back home.
Yeah, because what we want to do.
But the thing about it is the reason I love out here so much is for what you can exist for in California. You can be like a fucking rich motherfucker out here.
Yes,
Yeah, you
indeed.
can be a god out here.
Yes, indeed.
See, I was listening to
Your gas was $4.20, bro.
here's
Yeah.
a
It's $1.85 here.
Yeah.
this in context
Come
for
on. Who
anybody
would wanna
who
leave
listens
that?
to us and doesn't realize how cheap Mississippi is. Okay, so Jason Knight, I remember I was telling you about how I ran into him at Walmart that one time. He's a UFC fighter. He's from Mississippi, and he started getting some good fights, winning a lot of money, like $100,000 fights, and started living the rich boy lifestyle. And he was like talking about that on an interview, and Brendan Shaw brought it up on his podcast, and he was like, $100,000 fights? And he's like, oh, my bad. And he's like, man, $100,000 though, that's not a lot of money. And I started thinking about it, and I was like, well, Jason Knight is from like
Mississippi.
Mississippi, And $100,000, winning $100,000 on a fight, you're fighting like 2-3 times a year.
And probably been doing that your whole life anyway for nothing.
Exactly. Like, you probably gonna fucking
take them bitches.
Yeah, you don't feel like you're rich as fuck.
Oh yeah.
$300,000 a year, and he still lives in Mississippi
To
too.
fight,
so
right.
like, man, you're balling out. If you make
making an
300
extra
grand.
300 bands just to chill, get in shape, and go fight. Something I love to do anyway.
Exactly.
I don't mind if I do.
Only
Shout
3
outs
times.
to your boy.
Yeah, straight up. He just got released from the UFC though.
What happened?
He started losing.
Damn.
He lost like 4 fights in a row, dude.
So no more 100K.
I mean,
Yeah,
he
no
made
more
but
100K
Oh,
shit.
fuck it.
Yeah, no, he was living he was saying like he was still living like he was making 100K a fight when he was losing fights and only making like 30K or
Okay.
40,
Yeah.
50K or something like
Okay.
that. But
Damn.
I had a feeling they were gonna let him go anyways, man. He follows straight jab. Shout out Jason Knight for following straight jab.
For real, though.
But won't be in the UFC anymore. It sucks. I don't
Maybe
know
he'll be
what he's gonna
back.
do next.
One
He'll
hit
have to work
wonder
hard, dude.
of the
Four
UFC.
losses in a row. Either way, man.
We still respect you, bro. You from the SIP, dog.
Straight up.
I don't care how far you went.
I love seeing people from Mississippi out there, like, going hard. Like, Ray Shrimmer, man, I really love those guys, bro.
Yeah.
Because they even look like some dudes who
Hey, look at
are
Snoop
from
Dogg.
Mississippi.
Yep, Snoop.
Yeah, Snoop Dogg, fucking,
Crit. Shout out Crit.
yeah, like, It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
Isn't Rick Ross from
The
Mississippi?
waitress is from,
I don't know. I ain't ever heard of Ross being from here.
Soulja Boy's from here.
Soulja Boy's definitely from Mississippi.
Ray J and his sister from here.
Oh, yeah.
Ray J and Brandy from here.
Britney Spears is from here.
Oprah from here.
Oprah's from here?
Oprah's
Oh,
from
yes.
here.
Bro, what about the man Morgan Freeman, though, dude?
Morgan
is from
Freeman
here
is
too,
from here,
though.
bro.
Right?
Steve McNair,
Dude,
my
can
blood.
you pull up
like,
a list of
he
like
ain't
people
my-
who are from
he ain't
Mississippi?
like my
Rick Ross,
immediate
born
fam.
Clarksdale, Mississippi,
Is that-
1976.
Okay.
That's
Rick
what I
Ross
thought.
from here.
Cindy
Yeah.
Hyde Smith, who's that? Oh, okay. Didn't she just get elected or something like that recently? Like as a senator? So, I knew I heard that name. You said Rick Ross is from Clarksdale?
Rick,
Clarksdale's put out more famous people than most cities.
Where is that exactly? Is that
That is
up
where
north?
that's where it is. That is the delta of Mississippi.
Mhm.
That's where. So there's a bar there that Morgan Freeman's owns. That it's like a jazz and hip hop bar
Right,
that
yeah.
puts out that only like does like local stuff and that like if you get to play in there, like only famous people play there.
Morgan
Right.
Freeman owns it, you said?
Yeah,
yeah.
it's his original family home that he converted into a bar. It's on Main Street.
Yeah. Yeah.
Where
yeah.
Michael Jackson from?
He's from Gary, Indiana.
Okay.
Yeah, Michael Jackson's from Indiana. Who else is from Mississippi?
It's a good bit of
There's a bunch of
motherfuckers
people,
from
dude.
here.
You
I
can-
went to the same school that Walter
Lacey
Payton went
Shawberry.
to.
Y'all remember Lacey Shawberry, the actors?
Yeah.
I went to school with one of her cousins. She's from Purvis, Lacey Shawberry. She played in a few movies.
Yeah.
I think one of them she was in was it was a space movie. I can't remember the name of it though, bro.
Oh, how could we forget Brett Favre, man?
Oh, yeah.
Greatest,
Favre,
one of the
for sure.
goats.
Yeah, I was saying Steve McNair. He my blood, like
Oh
not
yeah,
like
he's
not,
from
he
Mount
from
Olive.
Mount Olive.
Oh,
yeah.
we didn't even think about it. We got to think Elvis Presley's from here.
Oh, dude, come
Elvis.
on now.
James Earl Jones is from here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't know William.
What part James Earl Jones from?
I'm trying to look.
Diplo's from Tupelo.
He is.
Okay.
He is.
Yeah, bro. Mississippi slept on for sure.
Yeah, man. The thing is, like, when people blow up from out
They
here,
don't
like,
come home.
yeah, they don't really be like on some Mississippi shit no more. Like,
Yeah,
It's
bro,
whatever,
like,
though.
I'm all about the roots, man. Like you
Straight
can't
up.
forget where you came from.
I love
Be
Mississippi,
brand new,
man. I
bro.
love it down here.
Yeah.
Cheap as fuck.
It's dope.
Oh,
that's
really?
that you're a
Did y'all hear?
sunflower.
Yeah, Sunflower went
Yeah.
#1 with Sway Lee and Post Malone.
Yeah.
He's from Mississippi. I think that's just. Is that his first ever #1
Who?
single, Sway Lee?
Yeah, I think so.
For real?
Word.
That's dope.
Yeah. His
Shouts.
first ever like #1 single, not with Ray Shrimmer.
Shouts.
Yeah, exactly. It's like both of their song or whatever. It's not a feature, nothing like that. Post Malone's song he did with Quavo, Congratulations?
Uh-huh.
That shit just went diamond, bro. You know what diamond is?
Yeah.
10 million.
Yeah.
That's insane. There's not very many. That's some Michael Jackson shit.
For real.
You know?
Post Malone though, like he got that wave. He got that support to do that, bro. Like
here's a funny one for you. The very first place that the man that invented Coca-Cola bottling is from Mississippi, and the dude that invented Netscape, the original internet browser, is from Jackson.
Oh shit,
Wow.
the fucking
Internet.
slow ass shit.
Yeah.
Dial up.
Netscape. I remember them days, man.
But now they just like on the internet.
That shit used to fuck my ears up when it dialed.
You pick the phone up, like, not knowing
You
somebody
know
on the
somebody on the
computer.
internet, like, hey, get the fuck off the internet.
For real.
Like this call.
Yeah. So, aren't you working on a mixtape, Meism?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, how's that going, man?
That is, it's coming along, man. Shit, me and Two been cooking. Like, Dylan, like, really pressuring us to put some shit out.
Yeah, man,
Yeah,
y'all need to
like,
get that shit on.
We just been cooking. Like,
I'm
we
working
ain't,
on getting my own computer so that way I can fucking come out here and zone out. You know what I mean? But I feel you.
At this
This
point,
is our
it's
year
about
for
getting
sure.
getting the talent out there because we all know it's here.
Oh, yeah, man. We finna start releasing shit, bro. Like, shit. You know, a lot of people don't realize nigga just got out of prison. You know, nigga been going through some shit. So, you know, I've been taking my time. I ain't in no rush for nobody.
You really shouldn't be.
Yeah, 'cause
Yeah,
I
for
know
sure,
I know
like-
it's gonna be worth it. You know, once I give them what they want.
Most
And
definitely.
I want to do it all right. Shit, we just started Crib Media, so
Yeah.
I mean I'm gonna probably be releasing from under Crib Media. You know what I'm saying? So I want to make sure everything done correctly, to where we ain't going back and trying to fix things later.
Yeah.
That's one nice thing about being LLC and everything is being able to properly distribute and tax and copyright
right.
and doing all that fun, annoying ass shit that you have
Yeah,
to do
man.
to do it all.
I've been here to witness the makings of Meism, a lot of it too, man. And if I must say so myself, it's
Gonna be a
it's
banger.
definitely gonna be some shit that you'll wanna.
I don't know if banger is the right word though.
I wouldn't say banger.
yeah, it's gonna be
some shit
different.
That
Yeah.
you will want to fucking hear for sure. Like, man,
I mean, the concept of meism, you know, like it kind of speaks for itself. Like, you know,
yeah.
it's
You
about you know giving praise and thanks back to yourself. Like, you know,
I don't
don't
wanna
forget.
jinx anything.
Yeah, don't forget that you're you. You know, that's what it's about, man.
Yeah.
So like, you know, it'll be content along those lines, man.
Shout out to S2 on the beat. For,
The GOAT.
the straight goat. He's also
man, he's
our
the Wizard
tech
of
guy
Oz.
for the day. He's on the mic, but y'all can't hear him though. But I can hear him. Only I can hear him.
He's that
It's the
voice
voice of
in the
reason
head.
shit.
He's rock star.
He's the voice of reason's voice
That's
of
an
reason.
inside joke.
He's in my head.
Yeah.
That's where Two belongs, because he's the right man for that. To be
Straight
that
up.
voice, that Morgan Freeman.
Right?
For Crib
You
Media.
know, I bet when
The
Two
Morgan
gets old
Freeman.
as shit, his fucking voice is gonna sound just like Morgan Freeman's. too.
Morgan Freeman, bro.
Yeah.
He
Dude,
gonna have that
Freeman is
Morgan
like the
logic and
man.
all, bro.
He'll be like,
Yeah,
Command
Two valedictorian
control.
for Full Sail.
When we
though,
get
so
famous, I
y'all
want
see.
Morgan Freeman to do my drops.
is how you nudge
I could
the
just
beat.
imagine every drop is Morgan Freeman
Morgan
saying
Freeman
something
say-
insightful. It's like I kind of just let him go with it.
Something inspiring.
Yeah.
Just like, yeah. So what about R. Kelly, man? Have y'all heard about R. Kelly?
Man, they shit on
Oh,
poor
I
R.
was hoping
Kelly.
you didn't touch that. You know, like, I don't even want to, you know, I hope you didn't touch that, because, like, damn.
man.
I bet everybody wishing they didn't touch that nigga shit
Right?
now. You know?
Hey, man, Remix to Ignition is still, like, the best club song.
Man,
Yeah, R.
R.
Kelly
Kelly-
still made great music, man. Like, I
For real.
can't take that
But
from
we
him,
all
bro.
know that he was a sexual predator.
But man,
Most
we got it.
definitely.
We
We
can't
all
just.
saw him.
You know, I ain't giving
saw
him.
him.
I'm not giving him credit and saying it's okay to be a sexual predator. But I will say, like, come on, bro, look at the industry. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like,
you right
we
there.
can't say that the whole industry ain't.
He
fucked
definitely
up.
ain't the first.
You know what I'm saying? They've been masking that shit
Not
for
the
how
last.
long? For all these people to come out and be like, "Oh, this happened, that happened," you know, and have these stories. Like, okay, so
Yeah.
how
I'm sure
many
there's a lot
how
of
many other
bullshit in there as
motherfuckers
well,
been
you
masking
know?
they shit too? You know what I'm saying?
I'm sure there's a lot of bullshit.
So
in
that's
there,
what I be on.
as-
Like,
as well as
don't
true
come
shit.
and don't come and shame
I
this
think-
one
I
man
think
and
it-
y'all
really
all
what it-
hiding together in the fucking
really what
dark.
it comes down to eventually, you run out of money to pay people off.
Yeah, Basically.
Yeah, probably.
Basically.
I'm sure R. Kelly's broke. When I first moved out to Seattle, he was playing a show at Everett, Washington, up in downtown Everett. I forget the name of the venue, but it's where their hockey team plays. It's not an NHL team though; it's like a lower league hockey team. But he was playing there. It's only like a 5,000 capacity stadium, which I guess is pretty big. But if you're R. Kelly, it doesn't seem that big.
Yeah, I'm sure it's hard on Kels right now, bro. Like,
Yeah, yeah.
I hate to be that guy, you know.
I didn't know there were so many though. I thought that was just the one from the video.
Honestly, bro, I didn't even know what Kels had going on till like they started really like bringing all this shit to the light.
Yeah, but
You didn't
what's
see
really
the Dave
screwing
Chappelle
R.
skit?
Kelly is
I knew he pissed on little bitches, but like I'm talking about like locking bitches up and like
I didn't
you
know
can't
it was
leave
like
and
that.
shit. You know what I'm saying?
What really got R. Kelly is at the end of the day is a lot of his victims were not 18.
Well, my thing is like, nigga, like I don't give a fuck if these bitches
It's not
40,
illegal to be
50. I
on
don't
bitches.
care how
No,
old.
That's what really
I
don't
don't care how old or young they is, man. He shouldn't have
when-
been doing none of that
No,
shit.
no,
Like,
that's
none of
what-
that shit is justified. Nothing. None of that. These are
But
women.
you have to you're like an extra evil person when you do
Nah, that
it to
nigga
a
just
kid.
ain't got no mind.
Straight predator,
You feel me?
dude.
Yeah,
Straight
you're a
predator.
predator at that
Yeah.
point.
Yeah. But
Yeah,
see,
man.
my thing is, he is a predator, and the motherfuckers who watched it, allowed it, knew the shit was happening, and
'Cause people
accepted
but
it
who's
are
worse, people
fucked
like-
up too.
People like his manager just watched it happen and like
Yeah,
probably
they fucked up
promoted
too,
it
bro.
and like
Y'all remember
picked
the
his
chick
victim.
JoJo?
JoJo?
Get out right now. It's the end of you and me. The
Is
little
that the
white
white
chick.
girl?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She came out and was talking about how, like, you know, she was signed up under them. She was
To
signed to
R.
R. Kelly now, bro.
Yeah, I didn't know
And
that.
yeah, I found that shit out the other day researching this shit, and she came out and spoke out on how she was 13 and like she was always wondering if
What?
she would have been one of those women, but
she
her
was
mom,
out back then, too.
never left her side. You feel me? Like
Yeah.
That's
her
what's up,
mom
dude.
never left her side, but like
Straight
she was
down
saying that
piece,
she seen
too.
all that shit going on the whole time, but people just swept it under the rug. You feel me?
Yeah.
And and especially back in the day, R. Kelly was huge, and if you wanted to get put on in that industry, in that genre, you
Yeah.
wasn't saying shit about R.
You're
Kelly.
sort of
Yeah.
like the Chris Brown or Usher or
Yeah, well, every
whoever,
generation got
Trey
one,
Songz,
man, and like.
whatever.
You fuck around and shit, one of them motherfuckers be predators. The industry allow a lot of shit, man,
Look
but
at
they
that
hold
chick, man.
they don't forget shit like the internet. You feel me?
Yeah, for
They
real.
they
though,
they
for
they,
real.
they let a lot of shit go, but they don't forget that shit.
But
Fuck
I will
up.
say this: once it gets out there, the industry completely lets you have it.
Oh, yeah.
They're not.
Oh,
they
yeah.
don't defend you.
Oh yeah,
You're fucked.
oh yeah, because it's either you with them or against them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So shit, you gotta fly straight, man.
So have y'all seen the documentary?
Yeah, I watched bits. I didn't watch all
We're
of
On
gonna
it.
watch
Lifetime,
it.
the shit on
It's
Lifetime.
on Netflix.
Oh, it's on Netflix
No,
right
it's
now?
on Lifetime.
Oh, Lifetime?
Or, no, I'll take that
Lifetime
back. It was on my
channel.
Xbox.
It's 6
Oh.
hours, bro. They put it out on fucking Lifetime.
Damn.
Lifetime.
Yeah, I heard it was
did
a
It's
that.
few
on. If you get on the
episodes.
Xbox, it's on one of the. It's like
Yeah.
on
Oh,
Xbox.
Yeah, like I'm sure everybody probably trying to get it on their
I
shit
just
now
want to see like the
it's
first
gonna stream.
episode or something. You know, I doubt I'll watch the whole thing.
It's
Just to
pretty
see
sick,
get the
man.
gist of it. You know what I mean?
You know, it's just bitches.
Because it's basically
coming
just
forward.
stories, and then
Yeah,
they're just
it's
telling
bitches
what he
coming
did.
forward. What
I
about, like,
figured
you
that's
know-
it, that's it the whole time. Like,
Yeah,
I hear the
Yeah.
first few.
It's
But
like,
like-
a true crime, but with R. Kelly.
yeah. You got grown women and young bitches. I mean, they all grown now, but shit,
Yeah.
you know, a lot of them, I feel like shit, bitch. You was old enough to make that choice to let this nigga do that. You know, a lot of
Yeah.
bitches he probably did provoke. But a lot of them bitches probably wanted some R. Kelly piss because he was R. Kelly. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's just real. Like, a lot of motherfuckers go like that.
I mean, I'm sure there was
now
some give
today-
and take
Yeah.
in a lot of them situations where it was like the
'Cause
girl
we can't
probably
forget, it's
didn't-
always been thotties out here. You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying?
yeah.
Like,
But
they
they
always
pissing on
been out
14-year-old
here.
girls. They
Nah,
No,
pissing-
no pissing on bitches at all. I don't agree with this
Yeah,
shit. But
yeah,
like,
yeah.
I'm just being
Only
real.
pain't on bitches when
You
the
feel
bitch
me?
asks for it.
I ain't
want
on
to
no
be
side
peed
to
on.
that shit. I'm just being real. Like, I bet you some of them bitches agreed to R. Kelly doing whatever the fuck he wanted.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
probably.
saying? Like, cause he's R.
Probably
Kelly.
took good care of him too.
Yeah.
Like, I bet he did.
See, and I bet
Probably
when you
took
get
him out,
famous
man.
now, there's a lawyer specifically that
Writing
drop
up contracts
tracks
for
for
bitches.
fucking. It's like you gotta sign this before we do anything.
Yeah, yeah.
And you
like
gotta check
Dave
the boxes
Chappelle.
that you're okay with.
Like
Yeah.
Dave Chappelle with the love
It's like
contract,
those,
bitch.
It's like those consent forms from the PC
Yeah.
principal.
Yeah, like, bitch, look, I ain't slipping on no condom till you put that name on this paper, ho.
Yeah.
Can't do it. Shit, I'm worth too much.
You got right here that you're not allergic to latex, so you can't sue me for that too.
Everything, shit, them bitches hitting you for anything. Everything fake now.
Honestly,
Did
that's
y'all
why.
hear about what happened with Jamie Foxx like a year ago? This girl was trying to bring up, a similar case on him, and she was saying that she like slapped him. He slapped her in the face with his dick or something like that. And like this whole situation, if you ask me, like it sounds like if the dude is slapping her in the face with his dick,
You already there.
yeah, she had to put herself in that situation somehow. Like he didn't. I doubt he held her down and whipped his dick out and was like,
It's like
hey,
slap,
I'm
slap,
slapping
slap, slap.
you. Yeah, but yeah. So that's pretty fucked up. I feel like that works both ways, and she was just trying to come out and make him sound like a bad guy. I don't know all the details though.
But what would you do if somebody whipped out a contract on you? It's like we can't.
Dude? I think that would be awesome. Honestly,
That'd be so funny.
if a chick did that to me, like I'd be like, bro, this is the realest chick I've ever met in my life.
I'm glad I've got an old lady.
I'd probably make her my old lady if she whipped out a contract and was like, "Hey, before we do this, I just want to. Here's my terms and conditions."
It's like.
I would be like, "Fuck yes!" Like, let's. That's just now. I don't have to ask.
What if the only thing she wasn't cool with was sucking dick?
Damn.
That's a no-go, bro.
Yeah. I don't know. Depends on who it is.
And then, bro, I
Super
seen some
bad.
shit where Gucci said he don't let his chick
25
suck
out of
his
10.
dick because it's disrespectful.
What?
Gucci
I'm
Mane
like,
said that?
nigga, yeah, that
You
was
lying
Gucci said.
ass
Like,
motherfucker.
nigga, well, you need to
Yeah.
stop rapping, nigga.
How can you? I know, right? How
You
can
better
be a
not
gangster
say that
rapper
shit
and say
again.
things
Your
like
bitch
that?
don't suck your dick.
You gonna be fucking.
Shit, man, bitch, you gonna suck this dick.
We're not misogynistic here at Medicine Men and the Voice of Reason.
No,
We're
man,
just
I'll
real.
eat that pussy like nobody's business.
Exactly. That's why that bitch gonna
Yeah.
suck this dick.
I've always said, man, I know the Medicine Man here pretty well, and for someone who, doesn't really like girls that much personality-wise, like, this guy goes the extra mile, in the bedroom, dude. So I've heard.
Yeah,
And it just surprises me,
I hate women. Love you, women. I hate the way you act sometimes.
Man, I love you bitches. I
love
love you
women,
women.
dude.
I love, look, bitches are bitches and women are women. I love both of y'all the same. You feel me? Because, like, y'all are the shit. And that's just what it is.
I take that back. Really, what it is I hate everybody equally, but I like my girlfriend.
I
Well,
respect the fuck.
that's what's up.
I respect the fuck out of women.
I
And
love
bitches
the fuck
too.
out of women, I lost my mom, so I love all women the same, bro.
Yeah.
Like, whether you're a bitch who's getting that pussy up or you're a woman who, like, got that shit on lock, like, big ups to y'all because y'all the shit,
Right?
Yeah,
Y'all
dude,
the
my mom used
creators.
to- like I was raised, like if you do something stupid to a woman, you
Yeah,
liable to
yeah,
get
man.
backhanded
For
or
sure.
front-handed.
My
You're
mom,
not gonna get. Yeah, it's happening.
Yeah, like,
There's no.
this is a
escape.
room full of mama's boys right now, man.
Yeah, yeah.
I think it's safe to say, and yeah, S2 as well. So, yeah, man, fuck anybody who says
Fuck
we don't
anybody,
respect
you
bitches
know?
over here. You know what I mean?
Because, I mean, we do love bitches.
Straight up.
But bitches,
Yeah.
you know your place, and women, you know your place, and we respect y'all, so.
I love that scene in How High where he gets his report card. Like, I failed women's studies. Man, I love bitches. Oh my god, this is hilarious. Anyway, so I found out they're doing nominations for what's that shit called? Festival South Signature Magazine, Best of Pinebelt.
Best of the Pinebelt.
Yeah, man, doing nominations right now until February. So
Throw up
I'll
that
be
medicine
sharing
man and the
links.
voice of reason.
Yeah, I'll be sharing links all throughout social media. So make sure you hop on there, man, if you want to, and nominate us for Best Podcast. Throw Loot in there. There's a couple of categories you can get in on. They got like Best Vocalist, Best Songwriter. There is no rapper category.
Man, I am not a rapper, so that's okay,
For sure, yeah, dude.
I'm not a rapper,
I'll write you in for songwriter or something like that. Yeah, I'm not like stressing it hugely. It'd be cool to win though. They have a little award show at the Sanger. I've never even been to the Sanger, honestly.
Just to get used to winning.
Yeah, for sure.
You
For
know?
sure. We're gonna be getting Grammys in a couple of years and shit. So
So we don't mind crawling before we walk. So
For sure.
And it's always kind of entertaining when Hattiesburg recognizes us because they used to talk
this is
about
home.
Right?
Yeah,
It's good to confirm that we're the best. You know.
And just saying, there wasn't no
Instead of just
podcast
thinking
category
we
till
are.
we had a podcast.
Yeah.
I wasn't gonna bring it up, dude.
Just
but
saying.
Very true, though. I looked at all the winners last year. There was no podcast category.
We've already won one award for best podcast, so if y'all fuck us off, we gonna know.
I'm not gonna. I'm not
It is what it
saying
is,
that
you
I'm
know.
gonna be upset if we
Because
don't win.
people are entitled to their
But
own
I wanna win,
opinions,
though.
but we'll
Definitely
let
wanna win,
actions
though.
speak. But winning is going to be
I think.
a thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, in 2019, winning is a thing.
2020 vision.
Yeah,
As well.
2020
We'll
vision.
elaborate on that.
We
later.
seen this last year.
Right?
You feel me?
Shit, I thought it was 2020
Straight
a
up.
couple weeks ago.
Man, you
I'm
need to
so
adjust
far
yourself.
ahead.
Straight up. Tachyons.
How long we been in here, too? What's the time looking like? I got a little more time. I mean, y'all got any other shit on?
You got any weird current events?
I was looking, dude, California has the worst luck with weather, man, because, they just had those fires and shit.
Man,
Starts raining a lot. Wasn't it raining when you were out there, Luke?
It rained one day and it was cold. Then the next
It was
day it was
cold.
like hot and no rain, beautiful.
That's
Then on
crazy.
the way out it rained and it was cold.
Well, apparently they've been having 40-mile-per-hour mudslides.
Damn.
That's a serious motherfucker,
That's some shit. That motherfucker would knock your ass
This-
off the cliff.
I remember
No
reading a couple of years ago about mudslides in California that apparently it happens often. Like, they have the weirdest shit, like natural occurrences. They be having earthquakes, mudslides, forest fires and shit. And yeah,
Shit you read about. Like
doesn't
literally.
rain. That shit's crazy. But
I
I don't
did-
know if anybody's died or anything like that, but it's in the LA area too. It's around like Malibu and shit. It's probably from the rain and then like it getting so hot the next day, like you were saying or something.
I will say this: it is pretty funny that Trump was like, "Yo, let's talk this shit out, man. Let's see if we can figure out this government shutdown." And the Democrats were like, "Nah, fuck you. You've run your mouth way too much."
This has been the longest government
Yeah,
shutdown
and they
in the
wouldn't
history
even
of
let him. They wouldn't let
America.
the president of the United States come on the congressional floor.
So I never understood like what's exactly being shut down. 'Cause,
The
like,
federal
That's what I
government.
was saying
in the
last
hood,
week.
like nothing changes.
Right?
Well,
That's
see,
what I
down
was
here
saying.
we don't experience. So what's shut down is like the federal government. The
Right.
state government still is operational, but so
Right.
everybody. So in
So it's like we're all independent now.
Yeah.
yeah, basically right now, if you're like Mississippi feels it in Jackson and places like that because our welfare is funded by federal means. We don't have enough money.
Ain't enough money in the state.
Yeah, places like Cali and shit like that, they don't really feel it. If you work for like the EPA, you ain't got no job right now. You work for NASA, NASA ain't operational right now.
Okay.
The military is still running. The FBI is still running to an extent.
Feds funded.
Anything that's like federally funded is not working right now. They're like my mom's boyfriend works for NASA, and he like currently is not going to work.
Yeah.
Yeah. Donald Trump bought like for Clemson because I think they just won a national or some kind of bowl or championship or something like that. He bought them a bunch of
They beat
Wendy's and
Alabama.
McDonald's and Burger King. Oh yeah, they beat Alabama. Well, he invited them to the White House and treated them to a bunch of Wendy's and McDonald's and Burger King.
Why would you buy really? How cheap are you?
Yeah, exactly. And Reggie Bush has been hating on him. Apparently, Reggie Bush was like, "What the fuck kind of shit is that, man? How you gonna invite somebody to the White House and give them some shit that they can get?
Some bag lunch.
Yeah, like
Basically.
fucking down the road, man.
Shit.
They could have left the stadium after they won the
Nothing
championship.
elegant on the tables in
probably
this
did.
bitch.
Man, you gotta have the White House chef. He probably doesn't have a chef. I bet the chef probably was like, fuck this
Fuck
dude,
you,
man.
Trump.
I'm not.
I'm gonna spit in
not
your food
cooking
every
for
time. You gonna get tired of it
Yeah,
eventually.
they probably
motherfucker.
just. I bet Trump was like, you know what? No chef. He'll probably poison me. It's like,
Yeah,
Yeah, that could be
he
a big
probably don't let
conspiracy.
mother get his groceries.
There was another cool thing that happened
for
recently.
real though. He's
The-
had the same hairstylist forever.
Another cool
to
thing
this
that
day,
happened
man.
is a
Fired
United States judge ruled that if your phone's locked with fingerprint, if your phone's got a lock on it, they can no longer issue a search warrant to open it. Because they consider basically this an extension of your home now.
Right.
So unless they can prove there's something on the device that could get you and that they already know about, they can't force you to open it. If it's using a biometric scanner, they can't force you to give up your fingerprint. They can't force you to open the phone. So therefore, they can never open the fucking phone.
Right.
Which is pretty cool. I thought that was pretty interesting because before, like, if you got pulled over and the
They
cop
got a lot of bullshit rules that shouldn't even exist.
Well, before, the cop could ask you to open his... If you got caught texting and driving, he'd be like, open your fucking phone. Let me see what he was texting.
I would
fuck
always
you.
say no. Yeah, man, I would always say no. Like, bro, like, figure that shit out, bro. Like, I mean, what's the worst can happen? You gonna take me to jail anyway?
Exactly.
Fuck you, bro. Do your job. You a cop, and I'm a robber, bitch. And when we was kids, I was never you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We played this game, I was never you, bitch. Do your job. But, fuck them.
So, in other news, I feel like this is an important one. At least for me, it is. Netflix is raising their prices on all their plans by $2.
Yeah, I saw that.
So if you got the $8.99 one, it's about to be $11 or $7.99. It's about to be $10.
Everybody
Got that
taking
11.99,
advantage of the
14.
poor people. Like, man, like, y'all know, like, we got so many subscriptions a month that y'all are just taking out of our fucking cards, out of our bank, bitch. Like, that shit adds up, man. Y'all should collaborate or something. Everything is
I be
individual
feeling
now,
violated,
man.
like,
Yeah.
when that auto pay shit goes through, even though like I fucking
I know they
signed for
got
it
at
and
least
everything.
$200 in auto pay on shit. Fucking
Yeah,
Spotify,
Oh
Apple.
yeah, bro. Man, my place,
Fucking everything,
there's
bruh.
PlayStation, Netflix, Hulu.
Hashtag new emails.
Huh?
What
Hashtag
else?
start new emails.
Apple Music.
Real, like, start new emails, bruh.
Free trial.
Oh no, dude, they track your card now too.
You don't use your card. You got to use them. You got to use them.
That Walmart card.
Oh yeah,
Get the Walmart card.
Dude, Netflix actually, you can like buy Netflix cards now at the store.
Yeah.
And like,
Pay
I
your
guess if you
Netflix.
want to gift somebody, you can gift it to somebody.
You can buy
so
like
get free
6 months
Netflix.
worth of Netflix and shit now.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
That's still some bullshit.
It's
Y'all
just-
fucking us, man.
I feel like it's way easier if you have a card though, because as long as you keep some money on your card and just keep everything locked down, make sure you put that $50 on there.
The worst thing that I
say
think charges that they add is when you go buy a gift card, right?
Yeah.
And then you get a gift card from your friends, right? Whatever, your parents. And then they charge you $2 a swipe to use the bitch.
Exactly.
It's
Like,
like,
damn,
fuck
bro.
you.
Like, they hitting
like
you for
that.
everything, bro. Like, hey, you can't get away with shit. Like, what your boy on Wolf of Wall Street say? He say, everything for sale. I'm trying to sell it.
What up?
What's up, y'all?
I don't know who that
That's
is.
Haley and Janelle.
Oh, word. But yeah, also on Netflix, speaking of Netflix, I just tried to watch that new Avengers. I didn't really like it. I feel like they're doing way too much. Couldn't really make it through that
I agree,
shit,
bro.
honestly.
I
heard
totally
the ending
agree.
was epic, but I just couldn't make it through it, man. It's just too
I
much going
dozed
on. I
in
can't
and out
follow
of it. You know, the ending was pretty good. But
Yeah.
that's only because, like always, the good guy wins.
That new
Sometimes I feel
Spider-Man,
like the bad guy like stand for something better than the good
Yeah.
guys do.
I like the bad guys, dude.
Yeah,
I always
I'm-
have, man.
Yeah, I like the bad guys
Yeah.
standpoint. on
I'm a
things.
Slytherin too, bro. In the Harry Potter world, I took the test twice, and I was a Slytherin both times. Anyways, yeah, that new Spider-Man's coming out in July the 5th. Samuel L. Jackson's gonna be in it. Jake Gyllenhaal and that same kid who played Spider-Man last time. Can't remember his name. I didn't really like him as Spider-Man all that much.
I don't like that they
But-
changed Spider-Man so much.
Man,
know
the real
people gotta change
Spider-Man is Tobey, man.
Yes, Toby is the best Spider-Man.
He is.
I like the dude
Fuck
from
you, no.
Amazing Spider-Man way better because
No.
he skated and shit.
Toby
Like,
is
he was on some real
OG
Peter Parker
Spider-Man.
shit.
That's like
bruh.
they're remaking the Joker again, and they're bringing. It's not like I don't think they could.
Dude, I think that new Joker's gonna.
I still don't
Joaquin
think
Phoenix
I don't think he's gonna be able to outdo. Because I watched.
And it's a Joker dedicated, like it's a
Yeah, I
Joker
know.
movie. Too.
I know.
Like,
I watched the Batman Agency where it's Heath Ledger walking in a thing, throwing the grenades, going what? So doing that whole thing. It's
that's on Netflix.
He's
now, too.
creepy. He's
Yeah.
a
Now,
creepy
see-
motherfucker.
You know, that's the thing, man. With all these people, and it's all everybody's all like, "Oh, well, Adam West was the best Batman," or fucking.
No,
what's
Christian
his
Bale was the
name?
best Batman.
I agree. I agree 100%. But
Yeah.
The point of me saying that is like, you know, things have to change, man, because motherfuckers get old. Who's the other dude? Michael Keaton. He's too old to be Batman now. A lot of people think he was the best Batman. Christian Bale, he's over it. Same with James Bond, man. It's not always gonna be the same, dude.
Yeah, it ain't, you know, but like at least try to make it the same, like character. You know what I mean? Like, don't change everything about him you totally change.
Worst Batman ever, George Clooney.
That's the thing with the actors.
Worst
though,
Batman
like,
ever.
Yeah.
The
George
actors,
Clooney's been the worst Batman since he's like
Batman.
been like staring at goats.
But that's the thing with actors, though. You know, they want to like make shit their own. That's their art.
But it's
shit.
Batman.
Yeah, but they're trying to be the best Batman, dude. And just be like, that's what they were trying to do. You might not think that they were the best Batman, but that's what they were aiming for.
That's what they thinking, yeah. I feel that.
And Heath Ledger did it. He happened to he did it for the Joker, happened to hit the nail on the head. I think Joaquin Phoenix is going to do a great job. I didn't really like Jared Leto. A lot of people think that he was better than Heath Ledger. But it's all up for debate, though, you know. Did y'all see Venom and Tom Hardy?
I haven't seen it yet.
I don't like Venom.
Is it cold?
You didn't like it? I loved it, dude.
It's cold?
I'm a huge Tom Hardy fan, though, so I like most of his shit. But I thought the new one was sick. They're going to have a sequel coming out like next year or something like that.
Of course, because we big kids now.
Yeah, man.
I want to see it.
Maybe they'll have a little crossover with that and the new Spider-Man.
Then they're making Aladdin.
That'll be
Oh,
good.
really?
Yeah, Will Smith's going to be the genie.
What?
Yeah.
I fucking love Will Smith, bro. Will Smith's the shit,
Will
man.
Smith's going to be the genie, bro. And they're making another Disney movie. Oh, The Lion King. Something else, though.
Oh, yeah, I heard Lion King's going to be sick.
Yeah, but it's live action.
Yeah,
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's live.
With, like, real tigers?
Real animals, yeah.
Yeah. They're CGI,
They're real
but
lions?
Yeah, but
they're like
real.
taking
Tiger King.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's crazy, though. Fuck, I was gonna say something. Oh, yeah, dude, so the other day, I want to tell y'all this joke before we get ready to wrap this shit up. The other day, I was fucking chilling, watching our personal house chef, Brandon, play the new Zelda game on the Switch. And me and Andy were chilling with him, just chilling, watching him play. And they got, like, wolves and foxes on there. And they're enemies, you have to kill them. So he ran up on these two wolves, and there was a fox chilling with him. And I was like, why the fuck is that fox hanging out with those wolves, though? And Andy was like, oh, man, that fox is cool, bro. I was like, damn, man, that's a hood fox, bro.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, the wolves was like, yeah, man, he's a fox, but he's cool or whatever. And Andy was like, yeah, bro, that's Jamie Foxx.
The fuck?
Oh, man, that shit is funny as fuck, dude. That shit made me laugh so hard. Yeah, let's get ready to wrap this up, though, man.
But yeah.
Don't y'all got some shows coming up soon?
Yeah, we've got Hotel to Base is March 1st. If you're looking for that flyer, we'll be coming out with it soon.
Nice. Very soon. That's in like a month and a half now?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
It is.
Any ETA on the meism loop?
There is no time on meism. I'm just gonna put a few singles out, you know. The first one will be For Real. We'll probably release it as a video. But that won't be, it's no time on the tape right now. Not as of now. We're just stacking up, trying to get a lot of music.
Yeah, some material.
Yeah, just choose. Hell, let all y'all choose. Really, I don't even want to choose. I'm just gonna give y'all the best parts of me and let y'all choose that shit.
Hell yeah.
I think that's really the best way to do it.
Yeah, man.
For sure. Express yourself.
Yes, sir.
Don't do it for, you can't do it for anybody else.
I don't know
That's
how.
the point.
But as always, it's been a good episode.
Hell yeah.
31.
Big ups.
31.
To the
Break that
line.
barrier.
Hell yeah. Yeah, it's like, this is actually like 41 if you count Sessions with Fam and
Yeah,
shit.
man.
We need to do another one soon, man. I've had some people kind of approaching me, wanting to do one, but
It has not become a fluish yet.
yeah, I don't know. I just gotta fucking get my schedule right. We just got everything fucking all gravy and shit with the
And it's the first of the
studio
year.
and all that.
It's finally slowed down.
Yeah,
the
we're
first
just
2
getting
weeks of the year are
started.
always
We
fucking
really-
hectic.
we're really just getting back in the groove, man. A lot of people probably thought Medicine Man, the Voice of Reason was over for a minute, but then we came and won an award and shit. You know, he's like, hey, we're still here.
We're never gonna go away.
Yeah.
We all growing, man.
We'll be here talking shit for the day we go.
Yeah, shit talking is what we do. Thank y'all for allowing me to talk some shit today.
Always.
Straight up, anytime, dude. You're always welcome.
Yep.
Episode 31, Medicine Man and the Voice of Reason. Catch us next week.
Hell yeah.
Come see us at the crib, though.
Come see us.
At the crib.
Medicine Man, the Voice of Reason.
Try.
Trap.
Hell yeah.
Alright, look, I came out here, I give it 190%, you know what I'm saying? I came out here, me and my boys, we practice all year, you know what I'm saying? Like, fucking all the time, we fucking in here, like, fucking, we practice all year, we train all year, you know what I'm saying? We give it 190%. Thank you, baby. We give it 190%, and me and my boys, you know, I'm fucking around, you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel telling me and my boys, you know, we do it big, 100% all the way around, and, you know what I'm saying? Like, don't even try to fuck with it. Like, I'm about to throw up on y'all.